We appear to be approaching potentially two more arrests of failed former President Donald Trump. First and foremost is that Fani Willis in Georgia is stepping up security and precautions for this next season, so to speak, of announcing indictments that will start in July and run through September. There is the belief that Trump is getting indicted there. But separately, there is a Rolling Stone article. Trump's lawyers warn him, get ready to be indicted by the feds. The former president has angrily complained in response to predictions that if the Justice Department is going to charge him, then what about Joe Biden? What about Joe Biden? And the article says some of Trump's lawyers and advisors have given the former president an unwelcome, if not unexpected, message in recent weeks. You should expect to get indicted this year. Now, we've talked before about the seemingly underailable train that is Trump speeding towards the Republican nomination. And in those hypotheticals, the question about what could derail it has mostly gone to, if Trump gets arrested and is so bogged down by criminal cases that he quite literally can't get out on the campaign trail in any substantive way, it starts to affect the Republican electorate, and people who currently say they would be voting for Trump in the primary were it today move on to someone else, maybe DeSantis or maybe someone else. But short of that, Trump seems to have an unobstructed path to the nomination. And yet we now seem to be potentially within months of Trump getting arrested two more times. The article also says several legal and political counselors to Trump have bluntly informed him they expect the Justice Department to charge him in the criminal investigation into his hoarding of highly classified documents following the end of his presidency. Two sources familiar with the matter tell Rolling Stone. This, of course, comes on the heels of Trump's indictment by local prosecutors in Manhattan in April for falsifying business records. Later this summer, officials in Fulton County, Georgia, are expected to make a decision about whether or not to indict Trump. Trump's attorneys and confidants told Trump that though they view the federal investigation as BS, they would be surprised at this point if he wasn't charged, particularly for alleged obstruction of justice, and have urged Trump to prepare for yet another historic fight. Looks like they're going for it, one of the sources says. People close to the former president have discussed with him what we think is going to happen soon, and how he and everyone else needs to be ready for it. It would be crazy not to. So there's two things going on here. One, there are very real political implications. We are quickly getting into the heat of a very hotly contested Republican primary. It will be an unprecedented situation where the current president will be running for re-election, that's Joe Biden, against a former president who was already defeated by Biden and then will be running again against him. Unprecedented. And you throw into the middle of that already one, maybe two, maybe a third arrest, and it is going to be complete and total chaos. If we go beyond the political implications, progress is slow, but we are seeing some progress. Now, I still don't believe that we are going to see Trump do a day of prison or jail. I don't think we're going to see it in any of these cases. However, if you look at the degree to which this has gone, from this stuff should be investigated to there are investigations to we're talking to a grand jury to it's looking like the grand jury wants to convict you. Trump has been arrested once and may end up arrested 3 times. That is major progress in seeking to find justice for the alleged wrongs of the Trump presidency. So we will be following the forthcoming possibility of more arrests very closely. It is important to also understand that while Trump seems to have an unobstructed path to the nomination, unless multiple arrests take him off the campaign trail, the so-called anti-Trump Republican movement seems to be imploding. Let's talk about that next. One of the best ways to support this show is by supporting our sponsors. Today, one of those sponsors is Sheath Underwear. It is spring. Temperatures are rising. Many of us know all too well about the sweating and the sticking and the chafing, but that's only when you use traditional underwear. When you use Sheath Underwear, it's no longer a problem. Sheath underwear is ergonomically designed with separate compartments in the front to keep everything dry, cool, and separate, and to keep you comfortable. They come in a zillion different designs, something for everybody. The quality is amazing, super long lasting. Put an end to the readjusting and the sweating and the shifting uncomfortably. Sheath underwear is really a lifesaver. You will thank yourself. It's a unique product you've got to try at least once to see for yourself. And my audience gets 20% off with code PACMAN. Go to sheathunderwear.com/PACMAN. The link is down below.